Hare Krishna everyone, it's Nusama here from the Happy Jiva team, and today I'm going to familiarize you with this extraordinary book. It's yoga's prime text. It's called the Bhagavad Gita as it is. So, let's check it out. Yoga has become quite popular these days and highly commercialized as well. We often associate it with stretching and flexing our body, but did you know, behind all the physical exercises, yoga has a vast treasure house of knowledge based not just on our physical body, but also our mind and more importantly, the soul. This extraordinarily large corpus of knowledge was originally spoken by teacher to student in the ancient Sanskrit language, but later on, about 5,000 years ago, it was compiled and written down into book form by great self-controlled sages. This collection of books is known in Sanskrit as Vedas, which literally means knowledge. Just like when you froth milk when you're making a milkshake or you're adding it to the top of a coffee, that lather or foam not only makes the drink look like a masterpiece, but it also tastes amazing. In the same way, when you churn all the vast knowledge contained within the yoga text, you get the tasty cream on top. And that's the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita, which means Song of the Complete Spirit, is a historically spoken dialogue between two individuals. The first is Arjuna, a mighty warrior and hero, and his teacher and charioteer, Krishna, the master of yoga. This conversation took place on a battlefield called Kurukshetra just over 5,000 years ago, and you can still visit Kurukshetra in northern India today. The town still exists by the same name. The Kurukshetra war lasted 18 days and took the lives of millions of soldiers from around the world. The Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna to Arjuna on the first day of the war, just before the battle started. It's important to note that regardless of whether the Bhagavad Gita was spoken or not, the war would have gone ahead anyway. It was inevitable. If Arjuna's army won, peace, prosperity, and a civilization based on spiritual enlightenment would be established. Because of the unsaintly character of the people in the opposing army, if they won, the result would have been quite the opposite. Just before the armies clash for the first time, Arjuna asks Krishna to draw his chariot in between the two armies to see who's assembled on the opposing side. And that's when our hero breaks down and decides not to fight. Because on the other side, he sees his fathers, grandfathers, uncles, teachers, cousins, sons, friends, and well-wishers, all poised to fiercely fight him, although he doesn't want to fight them. Instead, he wants to run away to the forest and engage in meditation. Krishna takes this moment as an opportunity to console his friend and speak the Bhagavad Gita. What follows is a mind-blowing conversation over 18 chapters and 700 verses. A conversation that has enlightened humanity in fundamental questions which have baffled us for millennia. Amongst many topics, Krishna focuses on number 1, who we are. What is our identity? Are we the body, the mind, the spirit? Number 2, what are we all connected to? What is our source? And what's our purpose in life? Number 3, Krishna talks about karma, action. We all have to do something with our life. We all have to work. But what's the perfection of work? Number 4, energy. Energy is all around us. It's in what we eat, in what we see. Our own bodies are made of material energy. But are there energies that exist beyond what we can perceive? And how do we utilize energy in the most efficient way? Number 5, time. The inexorable wheel of time is spinning and annihilating everything and everyone in its path. But how do we use time to our advantage? Arjuna thinks to himself, wow, Krishna really knows quite a bit. He's really deep. That's when Krishna reveals to Arjuna about his real nature. The Bhagavad Gita has been studied and read by so many great minds throughout history. For example, Henry David Thoreau, Ralph Waldo Emerson, T.S. Eliot, Aldous Huxley, Nikola Tesla, the father of electricity, Carl Jung, and more recently it's inspired people like Nelson Mandela, Tupac Shakur, Eckhart Tolle, and even Will Smith. The Bhagavad Gita as it is has been translated by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the most preeminent yoga scholar of our time. And it's the most comprehensive and widely published version of the Bhagavad Gita. It's used as a textbook and study guide in many universities. As a monk, I personally go out and distribute the Bhagavad Gita as it is to so many interested people. And so far, there's more than 10 million hardbound copies in print in over 50 languages, including obviously English. So if you want to take your spiritual life to a higher level, or if you're just curious, I highly recommend that you get yourself a copy of the Bhagavad Gita as it is. If you want to do that, you can send an email to the Happy Jiva monks, or you can purchase a copy yourself through our website on our online store. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hare Krishna.